Today we get to do our writing task. All of the second grade is doing their writing task, and so we get to do it together today. All right, so this is going to be a fun one. You've been practicing and working so hard on your writing and your format. Remember our introduction, our facts, or we're answering questions from what we read, and then our conclusion. So we're going to make sure that we include all of those components in our writing today too, all right? So you've been learning about how to get ideas for writing nonfiction, writing sentences that include facts, details, definitions, and illustrating real pictures with captions. Remember, captions are those words that are right underneath or within an illustration or a photo, and they describe what's going on. They show us what the picture is about, what's happening in the picture or the illustration. That's that caption. So today you get to show all that you've learned so far this year about writing nonfiction. All right, go ahead and scroll down until you see source one. You're going to see some pictures and some information on sea turtles. Do you see that title? Sea Turtles Source 1. I want you to follow along, so just listen to my voice and follow along as we read a little bit about these turtles. So first thing, look at those three pictures at the top. You see those there. The first one says, a sea turtle swimming. Do you see that caption? A sea turtle swimming. You see his little face poking out of the water, kind of swimming at the surface of the water there. What do we see in the second photo? The second picture there, what is that caption? Can you read that? Read the caption. It says, sea turtle eggs. That's what the sea turtle eggs look like. That's fun to see. You can kind of see them in a very safe circle there in the sand, it looks like. They're all right there, kind of stacked on top of each other, aren't they? Notice the color. They're all close together. Now go ahead and take a peek at the third picture. So adorable, isn't it? Hatchlings on the beach, the caption says. Hatchlings on the beach. I like that word, hatchling, because then you can see little teeny tiny little baby sea turtles that just hatched. So they're called hatchlings. Isn't that neat? They're so cute, crawling up and making their way on their little journey. So follow along with me, please, as I read the words below these pictures. It says turtles that live in the ocean are called sea turtles. There are 7 different kinds of sea turtles. Sea turtles come in different sizes. They can be different colors too. Sea turtles can be found across the world. They spend most of their time swimming in warm seas. Sea turtles have been around for a very long time. They are some of the oldest creatures on Earth. Did you know that? Wow. A mother sea turtle lays a lot of eggs in a hole that she digs. Then the mother sea turtle goes back into the ocean. The eggs are left in a sandy nest. The eggs are helpless, without help. No one there to help them, keep them safe. Many are eaten by predators. When the eggs that are left when the eggs that are left do hatch, the hatchlings come out at night and head for the water. In the ocean, the little turtles eat and grow. They may live for more than 80 years. 80? That's a big number. 80 years they could live for. Male sea turtles never return to land. Female sea turtles come back only to lay eggs. Then the cycle of life begins again. So they lay those eggs, go back to sea, and those babies make their way. There's another picture there. Can you see that big picture of a sea turtle? And the caption reads, sea turtles lay their eggs on the sandy beach. When they hatch, they will be called hatchlings. And we saw a picture up above of little hatchlings making their way out to the sea. I want you to take a minute and think about what we learned. Think about what we learned. From those pictures at the top, what information did you learn from those pictures? What information did we see? We see a little face, what that swimming turtle looks like, coming up to breathe air. up and out. What about that second picture of the eggs in their nest, cozy there in the sand? And then that third picture of the hatchlings on the beach. It's fun to see what they look like and visualize now what those little teeny tiny little hatchlings look like as they're making their way back. What about from the text? Was there new things in the text that we learned that we didn't see from those pictures? I recognized a couple of things that were new to me. Did you know that they're some of the oldest creatures on Earth? That's pretty cool. What about how old can they be? Sometimes they can get up to what age? Look through the text if you can't remember. That's a really cool fact to know about sea turtles, right? It's taught us a lot of good stuff. Next, I want you to look at source number 2. You can pause if you want to take some more time and look at this information, maybe reread, look back at those pictures and the captions. And then when you're done with that, once you press play again, scroll down to source number 2. Source number 2 is titled Sea Turtles Map. All right, so I want you to take just a moment, look at Sea Turtles Map. Look real quick and read that caption to yourself, and then I'll read it to you as well, okay? Read that by yourself. All right, I'll read that to you. It says, sea turtles travel the world in warm ocean waters. They are one of the few reptiles to live in the sea. The dots on this map show where green sea turtles lay their eggs across the world. That is a lot of different places, isn't it? Look at all those dots. What do those dots mean? Reread that caption real quick. What do those dots mean? What are we looking at on this map? The dots on the map show where green sea turtles lay their eggs. And my goodness, it is all over the place, isn't it? They are all over the world. That is really neat to see in that map. All right, so now is the fun part, you guys. We get to take all of this good information that we just learned about sea turtles and we get to write about it. All right, you remember how much we've been practicing our writing. Let's make a couple quick planning things before we begin. All right, so I want you to be thinking about what is our topic? And what are those facts, those really awesome facts that we definitely want to include in our nonfiction writing? All right, so that's just going to help prepare us to plan our writing. All right, think of the topic and some of those, maybe those 3 facts, those awesome things that most stood out to you that you definitely want to include in your writing. Alrighty, so listen to the prompt I will give this, and it's also typed up below so you can read, reread, watch this video again if you need to, all right? And it says this, you have read the source about sea turtles and you've looked at the map. Today you're gonna write and tell what you have learned about the sea turtles. Think about the information that you've learned from the article, so from the text, from those words, and from the map. What is the picture? What is the map showing us and telling us? So here are some questions to help you think about your writing, okay? So we said 2, right? What's the topic? What's the main thing we're writing about, right? And then some 3 awesome facts. I think these questions can help you with those 3 parts. What did you learn about sea turtles? What are some brand new awesome things? Where do sea turtles live? That's a good question. That would help us write some really, really good things. And then what is so special about sea turtles? Why are they special? What's different about them as an animal or their habitat? Think about what makes them so special. Now, using the information that you have read, you are going to take your time and write all about it. Use those skills that you've been practicing. You can plan it out first and plan out what you want to write. Remember, scroll down and you'll see a reminder of what you've been working on and what you've been practicing with your topic, your introduction, your information, all those facts, all the good stuff, answer those questions. And then remember your conclusion. That always ties it up in a bow. That ties up our writing so nice. Remember to use nice, neat writing so that I can read it really well because I want to know what you learned, and I really love reading your writing. So take your time on this, all right? And send me a photo of it when you are done. I can't wait to read your beautiful writing. Have fun with this assignment.